Good evening. Bit more light. Good evening. Welcome back for another stream. How you getting on? Tonight we're going to go back in and do a bit of... well, let me just adjust something first. I don't want to peak too high, if you excuse the expression. So yeah, tonight we're going to play a bit more of Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. Be wary of graphic stuff happening. Mostly the scenes where the people are no longer alive. Did I make that as sanitized as possible, do you think? I think I did. Oh, I watched yesterday. I watched Whiplash, the film with J.K. Simmons and the guy whose name I don't remember right at this precise moment in time. Quite a good film. Interesting film about jazz drumming. Didn't seem like the kind of thing I'd enjoy, but it was a very good film. Really suggest watching it. So yeah, it's quite good. I'm sorry, it's because I've got a bright window in front of me that everything looks a bit... not much to tell you about. What can we say? I don't know. If you're Macron right now, apparently you're getting attacked with spyware. Or you could be Boris Johnson and being attacked by your former trusted advisor. They're both a pair of pricks anyway, so, you know. Not much more I can say about that. But yeah, I definitely recommend, if you haven't seen it, I certainly, absolutely recommend that you watch Whiplash, because it's a really good film. It's on Prime, I think, until the end of the month. So I had to watch it yesterday. Otherwise it'd have gone and I wouldn't have had a chance. So I'm glad I took the chance. To watch Whiplash. Great film. Can't come highly recommended enough. Anyway, what we're doing is we're playing Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. So let's put this background music off and let's sort this out. One sec. Everything's a bit bright, so I'm going to reduce some of the lighting in here. In fact, sorry, I'm just trying to adjust the lighting so that I'm not quite so brightly lit. I think that's probably okay. Sorry about the music not being on for that precise moment in time. But it's fine, because now we're playing Sherlock Holmes, if I can just get it to have a single cursor, and also apparently I need to get OBS to remember that that's what we're playing. Let me just fix that. Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. Pop it open. There it is. I don't know why it didn't appear before, but it's working now. There we go. We got it. So, what had we done? We had come back as Watson, hadn't we? And we were discussing with Holmes the person's death. There's still too much light in here. I'm not sure that's going to be very good, to be honest. I think that's a little bit better. It'll have to do. So let's get on with it. Load it up and let's get going. If the lighting is a bit shit, just let me know and I'll resolve it. But right, so we spoke to Watson.
What are we doing, Holmes? Let's look at our timeline, Watson.
Let's look at our timeline, Watson, he says. I think the timeline's here. So estimated time of death, according to Doctors Watson and Phillips, 4:30 AM. Right? What do we have here? Testimony of this guy. Miss Long sees a woman speaking to a man near 29 Hanbury Street. Let me think. Any other documents? There's this document. Kadosh. Document. So he is in his garden for a few minutes, then goes back in. Here's voices. Here's a fall against his garden fence a few minutes after going back up. Interesting. One sec. Let me just fix something here. All seems to be fine. So yeah, so there's that. Now I'm just trying to think, because on the police station we had the testimony there which said Richardson arrived at his mother's at 29 Hanbury Street, left his mother's place. Cadderson's guarded for a few minutes, then goes back in. Here's voices. I'm just going to open a wee drink. Sorry if you hear a can opening. And the sound of pouring, which would not be ideal. I'm sorry. Should have done this before I started, but never mind. Now we've got a wee drink. Much better. So yeah, so that's what we know. And then Holmes and Watson arrive at the crime scene. That's what we know then, right? I think. That's all of the stuff we've got. So what we need to do...
Let's put the time of death as...
Yeah, so as assessed by him, the time of death is 4:30 AM. What is this now? What are we thinking here now? As long saw a woman speaking to a man near 29 Hanbury Street, that would be her. I think we're right about all of this. And then Kaddish leaves his place to get to work, and we arrive at the crime scene. Okay. So I think...
Now, for the most important part, the testimony of Miss Long. She claims to have seen a woman speaking to a man near 29 Hanbury Street sometime around... What time, Watson?
About 5:30, 5:28-ish, thereabouts, I think. And then Kaddish in his... Oh, whoops, sorry. Kaddish in his garden
is Albert Kadosh.
Is about the same, 29 minutes past, thereabouts, right? He left for work a couple of minutes later. I keep bloody doing that when what I mean to do is this.
Let's place this symbol that represents Kadosh
so that's
on the
him
timeline.
Leaving, right, about 2 minutes later. So he comes in... Wait, can I move this up a bit? He leaves 2 minutes later at 5:31. What else do we have? So we're saying 5:30, but how do I finish that up? So is that it? Once all the icons are properly placed, Sherlock Holmes will ask you to place Jack the Ripper's knife at the exact time of death. So I mean, I reckon we're probably about right, aren't we? Can I move this so that... He's about there, right? And then... I think that's about right. Isn't it? So, because then what should happen... He's not quite buying into that, is he?
There's nothing more to do here.
I assume he's got to tell me, yes, that's right. I can't... See, the trouble here is... Oh, shit. Is that what we want? Did he... Do you think he... Did he... I'm just trying to think. Could it be...
Let's place this symbol that represents Kadosh on the timeline.
I wonder. Could it be that instead of that, it's this? No. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Let's place this symbol that represents...
Yeah, I get you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Right, I'm not too sure about that then. Richardson arrives at his mother's house, 29 Hanbury Street. Leaves. I'm confused. Have I not got this right then? If I reset it, it'll wipe everything. Right, put these away. I can't work out what order these are supposed to go in here. What order would these go? Do you think? She sees a woman speaking to a man near 29 Hanbury Street. Which I reckon's about maybe 28, 29 minutes past, right? Past 5. Ish. I imagine. Can I put this any closer to there? So let's say she's there. He is then... there. And then... there. No? None of that seems to matter. I don't know. Because the funny thing was when I picked her up, it was fine. Elong. Oh wait, on the morning of the murder, she left her house at 5 AM. She was passing down Hanbury Street at around 5:30 AM. Sees a woman speaking to a man near Hanbury Street. So we could say that that would be in front of 29 Hanbury Street. She saw a man and woman talking. She noted that the witness identified the body of Annie Chapman. So the suggestion here then would be the witness was certain at the time, as she declares that she heard the clock at the Black Eagle Brewery on Brick Lane strike the half hour just before she entered the street. Well, that wouldn't be right then. It would be later than that, wouldn't it? I'm just trying to think. We don't have an exact timeline on this, do we? 5:28, 5:29, could be 5:30.
Let us assume, therefore,
Right, okay.
that Miss
Let's say
Long's
5:30.
testimony is, as is most certainly the case, true. She places her meeting with the victim at around 5:30, claiming to have heard a clock chime on the half hour at the moment when
She
she
entered the
enters
street, so how far down the street would she be? That's the question. Then Kadosh... Wait. This one, the time there is 4:30.
The assessment of the time of the murder,
Right.
given by Dr. Phillips and yourself, Watson, 4:30 a.m.
That's 4:30 AM. I don't know what time we arrived at the crime scene. Richardson. Blah blah blah. Subject sound debate. Wait. It was 4:45 when I got there. 4:45. Right? 4:45 when he got there, he says. So
Now, let's
that
put the
is
Richardson's arrival and departure times on the timeline.
4:45. Right? And then he left. Let me think.
Now, let's put the Richardson's arrival and
About
departure times on
5
the
minutes
timeline.
later.
Despite the great respect
There
I
we
have
go.
for Dr. Phillips,
So that's
and
his
the value I
timeline.
place on our friendship, my deepest conviction is that both of you are mistaken, and that Richardson is in the right, and that these two testimonies put
But
down
how
in
would-
writing have real worth.
I mean,
But how?
At that stage in
Explain
time,
yourself, Holmes.
were
Remember
doctors
how
that
you
great at
assessed
working
the
out a time of
death?
day?
You touched the fingers and body of the victim, but it was remarkably cold for this time of year.
So
In addition,
yeah,
the corpse had
the
been drained of
coldness.
bodily fluids. Its heat retention was
That's a good
therefore
point.
no longer
Yeah,
the same as that of an intact corpse.
Egad!
it was bled
You're
out,
right,
so
Holmes.
Oh, I've had some time
it
to
would have
research,
chilled
Watson.
faster.
Given these facts, my first diagnosis may have been off by
Yeah.
half an hour. Perhaps
So he
even
might have
an
been
hour.
off by an hour.
Thus, we can confirm Richardson's statement and establish that the murder was committed after 4:50 a.m. and not before 4:30 a.m.
There we go. Not before 4:30, probably about there. Kadosh, let me think, in his gardens, about 20 past 5 or thereabouts, I think.
Albert Kadosh goes down into his garden
There we go.
at approximately 5:20, and on re-entering his home, hears voices in
In
number 29's
29's
garden.
garden, yeah. Kadosh then... That doesn't help me. He was in his garden about... I'm trying to think. Say about 25 past.
Kadosh goes back down into his
There we
garden
go.
approximately
4 minutes
4
after
minutes
leaving.
after having left it, and hears the sound of an impact against
Here's
the
someone
wooden
hit the fence. And instead of going to investigate what it was, he then left for work.
Kadosh leaves the garden, enters his house, then leaves for work, seeing the clock on
Seeing
the
the clock,
Spitalfields
5:32.
church showing 5:32.
And then I think we didn't. We arrived like almost an hour later.
He left the station at 6 o'clock, and it took
Yeah,
us
so
20
there we go.
minutes to
20
arrive at
past
Hanbury
6.
Street.
So we're talking about 20 past 6.
Our arrival at the
We
scene
turned up.
occurred at around
So almost an
6:20.
hour later. But
Given the distance
almost an hour
separating the
later.
two locations, we can deduce that the corpse wasn't discovered after 6 o'clock, and therefore that the murder must have been committed before.
Yeah.
Excellent, Watson. All our people are now in place.
Right.
Yes, but Holmes, Miss Long claims to have seen the victim at around 5:30.
So they were already there.
Kadosh, someone, most certainly the victim and her murderer,
So
was
probably
already
actually...
in the garden at 5:30.
What I was
Excellent
thinking when it
observation,
was a
Watson.
couple of minutes
It must be
earlier,
noted, however, that these two witnesses, Long and Kadosh, saw the
that the times may be slightly variable.
inaccurate and went by their empirical and, in this case, erroneous estimate of how much time had passed. Thus, neither of these two times can be considered
Well,
reliable.
is there a clock that's
Do you
accurate?
mean to say that these two testimonies might match?
They might be at exactly the same
Let's put
time.
Miss Long's meeting with the victim at 2 minutes before 5:30.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so yeah, here we are. So now he's saying that she
Let's
is
add
going
Miss
to
Long's
be...
meeting with the victim at 2 minutes before
5:28
5:30 a.m. Mr. Kadosh claims to have passed by the Spitalfields
Yeah.
church at 5:32, which, given the distance from 27 Hanbury Street, would mean he was still at home at 5:31.
Still at home at
Let's
5:31.
therefore put the end of his testimony at 5:31.
That's where I was getting mixed up. I was sure there was something...
Miss Long heard the man say to the victim, "Will you?" To which the victim responded, "Yes,"
Yes.
which would suggest that an agreement was reached and that the
A
transaction
transaction
was
of some kind.
They then proceeded to enter the garden, which puts the voices heard by Kadosh at 5:29.
Right, so the voices would be like a minute later, about there.
We had thought that Kadosh had left 27 Hanbury Street at 5:31
Hmm.
after having heard an impact against the fence. Thus, 2 minutes
Right.
passed between the moment when Kadosh entered the house. after
So I
having
think
been in the
probably
garden first
5:30 is
time,
about
and
right.
the moment when he returns to go out again and leave for work. How long did he estimate this interval to be? 3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah.
In light of all this, Watson, we can finally establish the time
Okay.
of Chapman's murder. Now, place the knife at the exact time.
So we must be saying 5:30 then. Right, we must be saying 5:30 is the time of death.
Now then, taking into
Yeah.
account that the local clock isn't exact and that a young man was off by a minute
Off by a minute
in
or
his
two.
estimations of his comings and goings, we can confirm Miss Long's
So
testimony
5:30
and place the time of
sounds
the
like it's
crime
right.
at approximately 5:30.
But in that case, Holmes, the man that Miss Long saw, is none other than...
Jack the
It
Ripper!
was
I
the
mean,
Whitechapel
the Whitechapel
To
Killer.
think that Miss Long and Kadosh were only a few feet away from him.
Indeed, Watson.
The Whitechapel
Miss Long
killer.
passed just a little closer to the victim and her assassin.
That's who it was.
Had the young Kadosh popped his head over the fence out of curiosity, the killer would most certainly already.
He might
be
have found
behind
something
bars.
else, yeah.
That's some stroke of luck he had there.
I couldn't agree
possibly.
more, Watson. But his luck didn't end there, given the mutilations inflicted upon this poor woman. What must be considered
Horrible
far more
mutilation,
is the
let's be
killer's
honest.
obvious wish to remove one and only one specific organ. His surgery pinpointed the exact spot, avoiding superfluous incisions. This suggests the man possesses at least a minimal anatomical knowledge.
Okay, so yeah,
Are you
some
suggesting
anatomical
a doctor
knowledge.
or a butcher?
Perhaps, but the possibilities are still too broad to conclude with
Still too
any
broad.
certainty.
Excuse me.
Now for the motive. Despite
So
my
why?
almost complete lack of practical experience on the subject,
Okay.
I have a rather precise idea of the usefulness of a uterus and a vagina.
He's aware of what
Nonetheless,
those are
once
for.
they are
That's
separated
good.
from their
Good to
usual
know,
envelope,
Holmes. Good to
I am
know.
more circumspect as to the uses one can make of them.
Yeah, me
What
too.
do you think, Watson?
What does Watson think?
You need a board, Watson.
A board? We need a board, he says. We need a board? There's a board there. Right. So what are we looking at? Look, what are we looking at here? What could have been the possible motives of the crime? Specimen for the purpose of study? As it says there, in a medical university, they would have access to study.
Perhaps it was intended as a study specimen.
But
I have little faith in that.
I doubt
theory.
that very much,
Hardly
because as he
anything was
says...
taken from the Bucks Row victim.
No. And the black magic option that we kind of had before, there's no indication of anything like
Black
that.
magic?
Watson, this line of investigation is far too vague.
Yeah.
We don't have a single clue in support
Yeah, there's
of such a
nothing
motive.
there's nothing
We
that
can
ties it
eliminate
into the
this
idea of that
hypothesis.
at all. Now, could he have been eating it? Possibly. Could he have been eating it? Quite possibly.
Holmes, what if it was
If he were,
cannibalism?
yeah,
Even if the idea is unbearable,
suited to
we
that,
can't ignore it as a
it's not
possibility.
impossible. A trophy, yeah. Why would you take that as a
desire for
trophy?
some sort of morbid
That doesn't make
trophy.
sense, does
I'd
it?
be inclined to dismiss this motive. If this were the case, why would nothing have been removed
Yeah,
from
nothing-
the Bucks Row victim?
More, I don't know, significant. And obviously, there's always the possibility that it could be for money.
Elementary.
Always the
What
possibility.
emerges
You
from
can
these
never
possible
discount the
motives for having
possibility that it
removed
might be
the
for
interest from the
money.
second victim
Let's be
is that
honest.
they implied that the killer could have carried out the same thing on the Bucks Row victim, yet didn't. This brings us to a terrible conclusion. Our killer has evolved in the space of only a few days, and if that's the case, had he already struck before the first murder to which we
Yeah.
attribute him? And if the killer strikes again, what atrocity awaits his next victim?
We have to
Who
stop
knows?
Him, Holmes.
We shall do our best. This recent business of jar filled with formalin and of the American doctor might be a lead. Watson,
Might be.
inquire among medical circles to ascertain if there is a black market for human organs. The chances are slim, but this must be pursued.
Well, chances
Very
are
well.
slim, he says,
What
but
about you, Holmes?
I will send word to Inspector
Always
Adeline
possible.
regarding our recent conclusions. I should also like to become a gasman
Oh,
and pay a visit
Holmes
to
is gonna be the
Luton,
gas
Wasp's
man.
Nest.
Understood, Holmes. I think one of my old university colleagues who works at the London hospital
There
will
we
be
go.
able to help me.
he's already
I
got an
shall
idea.
Write him a note at once. He should be able to see me during the day. Afterwards, shall we meet here?
Yes, Watson. See you
Probably the
later,
best
and good
place.
luck.
He's trying to pretend to be a gas
I must
man.
get to the London hospital
So
where
Holmes-
my old university colleague works.
Holmes is going to be a bogus gas man, apparently. London Hospital, so we want to go to the map. Where would that be? London
To the
Hospital.
London hospital, quick.
A marker that I hadn't seen
Colleague
before.
agreed
That's
to
the
meet
one.
me here in one of the London hospital rooms reserved for students.
Oh, very nice. Isn't that exciting? Shouldn't you be very excited for yourself, Watson?
John, you're there already. Punctual as always. Tell me, you don't seem to be in good shape. Is it possible that your recent marriage is making you this morose?
Here's his hoping. Here's
You
hoping.
know me well, Andrew. No, it's a strange and
It's not that, though.
terrible affair that concerns me. Have you read my note?
Yes, I admit that I was surprised. It just so happens that I, too, was asking questions about our morgue.
What, whether they needed samples? Or are we...
What do you think? Have you heard of any organ trafficking within?
No, John. No.
But would he
doubt
tell
there
you if he
was
had?
Some exchange between colleagues. Not quite legal, of course, but nothing that can qualify as
Would he tell you if he
trafficking.
had?
Since the Anatomy Act of 1832, which permitted the use of unclaimed corpses for science, the black market trade was definitely halted. There are
Stop the grave robbing, yeah.
for all practitioners and students of this.
Well,
I can
mostly.
confirm.
Well, organ trafficking as a lucrative trade is out of the question. Then what is troubling you with the morgue?
Is it?
You are talking about trafficking organs, but I suspect there is trade in whole bodies.
Quite possibly. But why would they take away bits?
What do you mean to say? Whole bodies are
Just
disappearing?
vanishing wholesale.
Well, it's confidential, but I know of your discretion and your friendship
Just
with the
disintegrating
famous
into the
Sherlock Holmes.
ether.
I can tell you that a few corpses have recently disappeared from the hospital morgue. Cadavers that were
1 minute we were looking at them, the next minute they were gone.
That is to say,
I think we
not
might be dealing with zombies.
unknown people. If a single corpse had disappeared, it might have been a bad joke. There are many students.
That'd be a really fucking bad joke, by the way.
Spot. For the majority, they are here.
Haha, nicked your corpse!
Few come
What?
here in secret to practice. It also happens
Terrifying.
that instruments or organs
Terrifying.
go
That's
missing.
not a good
Alarming.
joke in any
So many
respect.
corpses. It's very troubling.
And what are you going to do about it?
But the hospital doctors aren't doing anything?
No.
Imagine thinking
is to
that would be
say,
some kind
they
of
would
joke, some
prefer
kind of prank,
not
you know.
to call the police at this point.
Hiding it in a different drawer might be
Investigation will no
a
doubt
prank,
result in the
but
suspension of authorizations
just
for the use
taking
of
it.
unclaimed corpses. Do you think
This isn't
that
Weekend
you
at Bernie's or
could
something,
proceed
you know what I
on
mean?
our behalf with Sherlock Holmes to clear up this situation?
going to the theatre with a guy and they've got to carry him in.
Which corpses are missing?
I
The
don't
Weekend at
know
Bernard's.
exactly, but I can make an exact
Or
list if
maybe
you'd
not.
like to wait here for a few minutes. Feel free to look around.
Bernie
while
Goes
you
to the
wait.
Opera.
It'll bring back memories.
Thank you, Andrew.
It just sounds like an earnest film, to be honest. So what are we doing here? We're just standing around. Whole body trafficking, that's what he's suggesting. What do we have around us? Oh, there's some stuff.
It's here that students come to carry out their experiments.
What, right there on that desk? Set of scalpels. Doesn't look like there's any
This
scalpels
surgical
in there.
instrument resembles a screwdriver. How amusing. It might come in handy.
Yeah,
I will
let's
return
just
it later.
nick surgical tools while we're here, eh? Sorry, he's a
This
doctor.
rag is full of grease. It certainly wasn't used for a dissection. Was someone doing some mechanical work here?
Oh, possibly. Maybe.
It's here that students come
Oh,
to
this one
carry out
too!
their
Oh,
experiments.
okay. Maybe it's all of them.
These wheeled trolleys are very handy for laying out surgical instruments.
Of course they are.
The last lesson must have been about the human
The heart.
And for a class of beginners, I expect. This diagram is rather rudimentary.
It doesn't even say what the bits are. That's nothing. Nothing to look at on the actual bed, slab, whatever you might want. And this is going to say
It's here that students come to carry out their experiments.
the same thing as all the others. Oh, what's this?
An encyclopedia of anatomy.
Always useful.
A page on the human heart is dog-eared. Let's see.
Oh, there we go. The heart. That's useful, I think. Is there anything else of interest around here? Oh, what's that down there?
This wheel won't roll despite all of the added grease.
That was what that was for.
Curious, as Holmes would say.
I wonder if we could mess with it, if we could do something with like this. Maybe we can
A
loosen the
message.
wheel.
I'll be... Why the devil was it hidden
A
here?
note hidden in the... Ethan Levy, 7 years, son of Sarah and Jacob Levy, hospitalised May 18th, syphilis, treated with mercury and penicillin, grave condition, advanced stages. Possibly an imminent subject, watch carefully. Vena cava superior, valva aortae, atrium sinistrum, truncus pulmonalis. The magnet is in the heart. Use this board and erase it afterwards.
An
A
old
magnet in the
prescription.
heart.
Poor child, so young, yet terminally ill.
That's interesting.
Strange, someone scrawled something. Part of it is in Latin.
Well, it's the names of
These are
parts of the heart,
instructions,
isn't it?
It would seem.
Like if we look at this, vena cava superior, atrium sinistrum. What was it? I've forgotten what it said. Valva aortae, aortae, one or the other. And atrium sinistrum's there. What was the other one? Valva aortae, truncus pulmonalis, or truncus, which is here. So, why? What use would that be to us? Do you think? Oh, what's that?
There is a heart in this jar.
A heart in a jar?
Based on its colouring, it hasn't been there long. And it looks like the drawing on the board.
Well, of course it does.
This
It's a heart.
jar contains 2 lids with
It's a heart,
combination locks.
right? So it has two. It has combination locks. Right. Well, we know that that and that are what we're kind of looking for, right? Right. So let me think here. What are we doing with this? So obviously there's some sort of puzzle for unlocking something. Now, red. Well, there's a good point. It's got to be the number that this relates to. So I would assume. Does that mean these ones are red and those ones are blue? Right. If so, so valva aortae is this one here, which is number 5. 5. Vena cava superior is where? The top one, so number 1.
Look, there was a bit of paper stuck
Oh.
between the 2 lids.
Number 6. It's a message from the heart. Believe in yourself. That's the place to start. Is it Arthur, is it? Truncus pulmonalis is the top one, so that's number 2. 2. And vena cava superior, the atrium sinistrum, which is there, which is number 8.
Incredible. Someone has hidden a
Incroyable.
magnet in this heart.
Or incredible,
But to
even.
what end?
Yeah, what's the magnet for? Why would you put a magnet in someone's heart? I don't really understand. So what else is around here? Is there something in the magnet? Or do we have anything? Do we find anything else in there? So there's a 6 that we found inside the heart, right? But I don't really... don't need that right now. Why does it keep popping up? Inventory items. Ah! Okay, so what good did that do me though? We did that, we got the thing out of there. And we got a number 6 and a magnet. What did his note say? Have I lost these notes now? There. Magnets in the heart. Use this board and erase it afterwards. Use this board and erase it afterwards. Oh, what's all this? Ah, now wait.
Incredible. There is a magnet with a hook behind this
Ah,
pane of glass. I am in need
course,
of
6.
something.
You're in need of something, like a magnet by any chance. Oh, look. Ooh. Well, what am I supposed to do then? Try not to touch the sides, I guess. Ah! There. Arg! I can't go that way, so it has to be up. This looks like the best way to get these to meet in the middle. Assuming that's what we're trying to do, or we're trying to get them to pass in the middle. Don't you dare! Ah. Fuck! This is going to be a pain in the ass. So they can pass right through each other, so I don't have to worry about them passing. I just need to make sure that that I don't touch any of these bits. This is like really annoying, by the way. I shouldn't say it like that. That's weird. Fuck you. I was so close, by the way. Stop getting an electric shock or whatever. How am I gonna... Ah! I can't go any lower than that, can I? No, it has to be that way. It has to be through that gap. This is actually the most annoying puzzle I've ever seen. I've done in quite some time. There's not like a skip option or anything. Right on the corner I touched it. Right on the corner. It was the lightest, the barest of touches. Don't. Please, please, please. Oh, thank goodness for that.
There, all done.
What was that, a little
Holmes
hook?
Couldn't have done better himself.
All that for a wee hook. And what's the wee hook for then? That was really annoying. Did he say something about something on the back of the desk?
A hole. I could make out something inside, but how to get it out?
That
I will
presumably...
need a hook.
Yeah, I'll need a hook, he says.
I found it.
What is it? Another bit of paper.
A coded message.
Coded
I
message.
do believe I will need Holmes.
Probably. Oh,
Here
looks like we're
is the
done.
list, John. The missing corpses
Here is the
are
list,
those
John.
of a woman, 40 years old, beginning of August.
Yeah.
Another, 55 years old, 2 weeks ago. And recently, a young
Well, what's-
woman. These corpses had nothing in common except that they didn't have any apparent lesions.
So is it
All of this is
experimentation on
very
people
troubling.
that didn't have...
Well, I think that I have all of the information possible, and I promise that I will do what I
That
can
puzzle
to
was
clear up
annoying,
this
but we're
business.
through it.
I must leave you, my friend, and
In
It's a
the
puzzle.
name of our friendship,
Please, don't cause us there.
to be sure.
But
Thanks again, Andrew.
that
it
voice
is
just...
I who must thank
come
you,
from
John.
nowhere. Don't cause a
forget to keep me
stir.
up to date and
Like,
send
that's not your
her
voice,
to
mate.
Charming wife for
It's
me.
not your voice.
Count on me, Andrew.
I must go to the wasp's nest to find this rogue that Watson dubbed Bluto. He may be able to provide information on Dr. Tumblety. This lead,
Oh, come
although
on, stop
tenuous,
talking shit,
is
Holmes.
well
Let's
worth
get going.
following. I must return to Whitechapel, but it would be better if I did so incognito.
So now we've got to do one of these, wait, I'm going to save quickly. I'm going to save just quickly because I feel like that's better. Right, so what we're doing, we need to get a disguise for Holmes, and his usual place for disguises, why can I not walk around? There was a chair in the way. His usual place for disguises is here, it's probably that. Dress up as a
This should be
Gasman.
trick.
That's the same costume he wore to pretend he was like a like rough guy that was in the pub. That is the same outfit that he wore for that in... Was it in the last game? Right, where were we going? We're going to Whitechapel. And to the pub. Where was the pub again? The
Let's
Wasp's
go.
Nest, there we go. Let's go!
Let's go to the wasp's nest.
Ready for him to put on a fake accent here. Let's see what it's like. See what sort of quality his fake accent is.
There's something
Oh.
here.
There's something on the floor.
There's something here. I need something.
The knife that you have.
There's something here. I need something.
I guess the knife's not going to be any use. Is there anything around that might be useful? What's that?
Old Tom.
Old tongue. Does that work?
There's something here. I need something.
I need something.
There's something here. I see a jewel.
Oh.
It's fallen between the
Oh,
floorboards.
look, it's one of those things where you've got to try and get a parked car out. Let's see, what are we going to do? What are we going to do with this? So it's this thing, I guess, we're wanting then, right? That's not a jewel. Let me just think. Can I move that over there? Wait. No. What if I move that there? I'm just thinking what we need to... Just trying to think here, and then I want to probably move that. If I move this, I can then get... Now I'm just trying to think. I want that to be there probably. I think keep that where it is. I'm just trying to think. What would be... If I take that to the left, and then take this to the bottom. I can move that right across now. Does that help me at all? Let me think. If I move this spoon... It's difficult to work out exactly what to do, to be honest. If I take the bottle down, I could easily move that across. Let me think. That'll come down, it won't go left. Okay, but that'll go left. That'll go up. Oh wait, no, I can't make those go left and right though. What is this? If I'm just trying to think. Maybe that? It's just I'm not sure. Can I move anything else? I could move that spoon all the way across now. Let me think. If I get that right up there and out of the way. The trouble is I need to get that comb out of the way. Don't I? Can I do that by... Let me think here. Maybe this one. Oh yeah, here we go. If I now move that there, this back down. There we go.
A Hebrew inscription. Going by the length of the chain, it
Difficult.
must belong to a child.
To get the exact movement right. Okay, so we found like a Hebrew chain, which should be the yeah, it makes me wonder if there's some sort of issue here. Let's see. Well, here's this guy. What a gas man!
Gasman?
Oh, I'm a gas man. Burgess gas
You
man.
really a gasser? You sure it isn't a bobby?
Well, if you don't need me, I'll be on my
Pretty
way
sure.
then. I've already been paid up.
Stay. Who paid you?
A doctor, Marston, I think he was.
Oh, here we go.
He told me you'd talk to me about a
He's
foreigner
trying to-
name of Tumblety, if I did you a favour.
Yeah.
Right, mate. Might happen.
Might happen, mate. Might happen. Right, what do you want me to do?
What is it you need me to do, then?
Listen to me. At the end of Whitechapel, there's an abandoned dump of a house. Opposite Finley's boarding house.
Yeah.
Upstairs in the mess where the gas pipes are, you'll find a sack with something
It's where all
heavy
that gas
inside.
smell's coming from.
If you look in, you'll regret it here. You find it, you bring it here, and you don't tell us so.
A sack
right?
with something
Got
inside.
it. And then you'll tell me about this Tumblety so that I can report back to the doc?
Yeah, doctors know people. And since you is here,
There we go.
it's because he'll move mountains for his American. Me, I don't know much. But you can tell him that he'll
Clearly.
have to talk to Squibby.
Clearly, mate.
He seems to know lots.
Talk to
about
Squibby?
When you come back
There's
with a
lots about
sack,
plenty.
I'll tell you what he needs to tell Squibby so that he snitches on the yank to him. Believe me, mate, it's as explosive as 10 miles worth of gas in your damn pipes.
I hope I don't have to do a 10-mile fart. That sounds horrible.
Right then, I'm off.
Go.
I'm not
Give
even
it
sure
now.
how that would work. Go, give me some air. What's he talking about?
I could arrange for the police to come down here and arrest this thug, but he seems pretty tough.
It seems a bit
Would
tough though
probably
for
be
the
a lot
police
less
to deal with,
cooperative
so
than
we
if
won't
I
do
came
that.
along. It's best I handle this myself, including meeting the mysterious Squibby.
Squibby. Right, so where would that... So now the place was next to Thingy's boarding house. Let's go outside. Just trying to think what else is around. What else is around here? Sack Maker. International Working Men's Club.
On this poster is written, Club for Socialist Jews, the Cradle of Liberty.
Cradle of Liberty.
Interesting.
Lovely. Anyway, I don't think that matters a huge amount. What matters is going up to the guy's... Finley's boarding house, right? That's the place.
It's the abandoned house that Bluto pointed out.
The only
to
trouble
me.
is, how am I
He
going to
must
get
have
in? I
set up
need
his
something
hideout
to
there.
stop me from getting
There's a strange
gassed,
smell
don't I?
coming from this old
Surely.
building.
Well, he won't recognise me.
Good day, sir. Have we met before?
Kind of.
It's me, Sherlock Holmes, but I don't
It's
want
me,
you to
Sherlock
know that
Holmes.
I'm here.
Don't tell
I can
anyone.
count on you.
A great disguise, mate.
Mr. Holmes, I shall be as
Great
silent
fucking
as the
disguise,
grave.
mate. Just tell every fucking random... I'm Sherlock Holmes!
Your tenant, Dr. Tumblety, is he here?
I don't think so, but go and find out.
What? Just on you go. Just pop in and see.
It would seem we've been having some gas problems.
He's
Don't talk to me about it. The problem is from the abandoned house.
He's
not
been
far
having
from
gas
here,
problems
but nobody
for a
has
long
come to
time.
take care of it.
Perhaps I could go and take a look.
Maybe if you got a ladder.
Do you have a ladder?
No, but I think in the pile of wood under the stairs there is one in pieces.
Oh, I've got to put a ladder back
And if
together.
you
Lovely,
also
mate.
need
Thanks so
something
much.
from the scrap heap, some old tools or who knows what.
So I can take some
feel free to
scrap
take it,
and a
Mr.
broken
Holmes,
ladder.
But leave the dishes in good condition.
Alright,
Thank
fair
you,
enough.
and goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Holmes.
Well, let's see. Maybe we can go up towards Tumbletee's house and see what the situation is. There's his house, I think.
Closed.
It's closed. We can see that it's closed, but is it locked? That's the question. So he said we could get some stuff from the scrap heap. What have we got here?
This lead pipe could help me to repair the gas lines.
Oh yeah, definitely take that then.
A broken hammer. I will have to find
Hammerhead. What else have we got? What's that?
Part of a perfume atomizer.
All this stuff must be useful. To some extent, I suppose. None of that seems to be. We don't want a chain with a hook on it, no? Well, let's go this way then. Maybe we got to look at the wood pile and see what... see if we can find the bits of this ladder.
This lead pipe could help me to repair the gas lines.
More lead pipe. Useful.
This lead pipe could
Another
help me
bit.
to repair the gas lines.
What's this?
Heap of
A
rusted
jug.
iron crockery.
Is that going to be useful in any way? Is that it? Oh wait.
Finley's ladder is smashed to pieces.
Finley's
but
ladder
all
is just a
parts
load
appear
of...
to be here. This must be a piece of the ladder.
If it is, then it sounds like it's in
This must be a piece
a
of the
greater
ladder.
deal of disrepair than we thought.
Some old nails. They may come in handy.
Definitely will come in handy. Is that the... Oh, those will be the...
This must be a piece of the ladder.
What's that?
This must be a piece of the ladder.
It's got three, I don't understand. Is that it? Have we got anything else to look at? Oh, is there anything in the bin?
Water.
No, that's water, it's not a bin. Okay. So, what can we do here? Let's see. Well, maybe that'll go on the hammer. I have to drag it onto it. Yeah, there we go. So we've made ourselves a hammer. So I guess... Okay, so now we've got 2 wooden poles. How does that help me? Can I combine those? Okay, there we go. And then the planks. And then the nails. And then the hammer. And there's a ladder. Oh wait, that's right. I need something to protect me from the gas. And if I remember rightly, normally the kind of thing you can use for that would be like a rag or something. Any rags around?
This old cloth could be used as a mask.
There we go.
I must moisten my makeshift mask.
Yeah. So basically, the way to protect yourself from gas was
There, this
stick a
cloth
wet
will
cloth
do
over
for
your
mask.
face. Which is not the best way to do things. You'll agree. Anyway, let's go up. Is it this one? No. That one.
Closed.
Oh no, I need the ladder to do it, don't I? I need the ladder to get up there.
I hope this ladder will support my weight.
Do I need to use the mask?
Let's go.
Let's go! The gas man climbs the ladder.
My cloth mask won't make much difference.
No.
But I'll be able to inspect the room for a few seconds.
Yeah. What are we doing here then? Oh, there's a rat on the
leak
table.
must have been sudden. Even the animals didn't have time to escape.
Sudden rat death. What else? What's
A
that?
small torch.
A blowtorch?
A useful tool for opening safes, I
A
would assume.
blowtorch?
But the gas bottle is empty.
What else do we have? There's something in there.
This iron bar will help me.
Iron bar. It'll help me in some way, will it?
I need something. The leak must have been sudden. Even the animals didn't have time.
Yeah, I know. There doesn't appear to be anything else here at the moment. Wonder, can I like crowbar that off? Maybe I can use this as like a crowbar? Okay, yeah.
The leak is coming from here. The satchel is behind these pipes.
Oh,
This explains
what am I gonna
why
do?
the thug wanted someone who knew about gas. He must have hidden it there in great haste and broke the pipes in the process.
lovely.
The satchel seems to be quite...
Yeah, okay. Can I do anything with the actual gas thing? No? Right, well I can't do anything until I've got like a better mask or something. Where's the window that I came in through? There. I need a better mask. There's no way we can go in there and deal with that with a bit of
How is
cloth
your investigation going, Mr. Holmes?
over our face.
I'll be needing a mask of the sort tanners use. Do you know where...
Go check
Much
in
better.
the little lane across from the clinic. At the cobbler's, perhaps.
At the cobblers, so that's
Thank you. and
where's
goodbye.
that? That's
Goodbye, Mr. Holmes.
oh, that's by Isaac Thingy's house. Do I have that on the map? Yeah, cobbler's shop. Now, where did he say? Butcher, meat and poultry. Meat and poultry. The noted house for paper bags, Donovan Brothers. If you need a paper bag, that's where you go. What are you up to? Wandering about with a bottle in hand. And why not? Why not? Let me think. Maybe I can go and speak to him, see if he knows anything. See if he knows anything. Hello.
How do, sir?
Hello. I'm
How
sorry to say,
do?
but I'm closing.
This
All right,
man
well.
seems wary. I must find a way to win his confidence.
How? How can we win his confidence? Have we got anything we could give him? Oh, maybe this. That's like a Jewish symbol, right? And he's...
How do, sir?
Hello. I'm sorry to say, but I'm closing.
Maybe this'll...
I am here because I
So he's
found
going to
this.
pretend...
Abraham's beard. The son of
Oh, no,
our
he-
neighbors.
he's
was beaten
gonna
in the
give it
street a
back.
few weeks
Okay,
ago,
that's
and it was
fine.
stolen from him. If you would give it to me, I promise to return it to him and get you a reward.
Don't worry about the
Doesn't
reward.
interest me.
Just,
Who are you, sir? And what do you want from me?
I'm
What do you
a friend
want
of
from
Dr.
me?
Watson's. You know him, don't you?
In that case, welcome. Dr. Watson is a great man.
He is.
And I would be pleased to help
Sometimes.
one of his friends.
I need a tanner's
Work
mask.
the leather and perhaps even tan it yourself. I believe tanners wear special masks to protect themselves from the toxic emissions given off by the vats used to soak the leather.
Right,
I
yeah.
have a gas leak to fix, and I won't survive without something effective to protect myself with.
Go see my cousin Abraham, who has a
Abraham,
pet
pet
shop
shop.
down the road.
A
Tell him
pet
that Isaac
shop?
sent you. That's me.
A pet shop?
I'll be off now.
My
I
regards to
don't
Dr.
think
Watson.
I don't think hamsters you know, shit smells as bad as that, does it? Maybe they don't have hamsters. What kind of pets would they have in pet shops in Victorian London? Oops. Save. Save. What is going on? Oh, there we go. Save, and let's get back to it. So what do we want? We want... What do we want? He said a pet shop down the road. Where's the pet shop? Is that a pet shop? Solomonovich... something. Can't see what that says. Importer of exotic animals. That's the boy,
This
surely?
is a pet shop.
This is a pet shop. You sure? Are you sure?
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Do you have a mask?
You must be Abraham Solomonovich. I came on
Like
behalf of
I don't know,
cousin,
any kind of
Isaac.
mask.
He said that you might be able to help me. I need a good mask to protect me from gas emissions so I can repair a leak.
Yes, it should help you. But I let it drop into the big
He's thrown it in a snake cage.
and they are very dangerous.
And he,
beasts.
the guy
I
who
don't
runs
know
the
how
pet
to
shop,
retrieve it.
doesn't
But you
want to
must be
retrieve it
equipped
from
to deal
inside
with
the...
these creatures safely, surely.
Of course, but I broke my hook. It should be over there.
What?
If you succeed in getting that beast
Great.
from its cage, you will be doing me a great favor.
Right, so I need to get the snake out of the cage. What did you say about a hook? There it is.
I have the broken hook. I can repair it, but I'll need some materials. Perhaps I'll find some material at Isaac's that will be
That
of
doesn't look
use.
like a very good cage, does it?
This cage
I mean,
must
no
do to
cage
hold
looks
the snake.
particularly good, but... That poor dog. Barely enough room to do anything in there.
This cage must do to hold the snake.
How many
This
snakes do I need to
cage must
hold?
do to hold the snake.
Alright, budgies, I'm not going to use your cage to hold the snake, don't you worry. There's the snake. There's a raccoon. Might be the one from what game was it? I've forgotten. Not... The Awakened, wasn't it? Was it? Or was it the one after that? I already can't remember. Right. Is that everything? That seems to be everything I can pick up. Okay, let's have a chat to him a minute.
Have you let the snake out of its cage?
Pardon? Of course I believe I haven't let the snake out of its cage. Are you mad? I need something to fix a cage to put a cage together that's going to be strong enough. I mean, that looks like it should be alright, but presumably it's not going to be as simple as
I
that.
need something.
What about this?
This cage will do the trick. The mesh is small enough.
Right. Ah, but I haven't fixed the hook yet. Close that, close that.
I need something.
Shit, I've opened the thing, and now what do I do?
I need something.
Ah! I obviously need some kind of tools.
Perhaps I'll find some material at Isaac's that will be of use.
Alright, Isaac, I'm just going to leave that open, and the snake's definitely not going to escape. The snake is definitely not going to escape from there. It's going to be absolutely fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. There's no room for the snake to get through that pretty wide gap.
I need a few items
sure.
from cousin Abraham. May I borrow them for you?
Of course.
May I borrow them for you? May I borrow them for you? What?
This
I
should
think
do
you
the
mean
trick.
from you. You did say, may I borrow them for you, didn't you? What's this?
This may come in handy.
Bit of wire or something. Right, but how do I fix the... Oh, there's something.
This should do the trick.
What's that? A big spike. So is this something... Can I, like, combine this? We've made a snake pole! That's what I needed. See you later, pal. Let's get down here and get this snake out of here. Maybe it's escaped already and the guy's like dead in his shop. No, we're alright. Look, he had so much room to get out of there as well. Not a very clever cobra.
There we are. Magnificent.
And now we just take the
If I may
mask.
ask, why is it you have such equipment?
What
I
equipment?
haven't always had a pet shop, my friend. I was a butcher for many years. But I wasn't serious enough to be
A real meat man.
And I was looked down upon in the community. I found myself carting carcasses
man.
from the slaughterhouse. A repugnant job in which you catch vile
Oh yeah, that would be
illnesses,
horrible, yeah.
and it breaks you before you're out of your 30s.
How long ago was
Thus, I
that?
had the idea to make this mask with a sort of filter, and it worked.
Oh, so he invented the
Since
gas mask.
then, I have
Well, there you
quit
go.
that work, and with my little savings, I started this business. I lived through the deaths of thousands of animals. Now I am devoted to their lives.
Good lad. Much better.
If you are interested,
You're still
I could
keeping a
sell
dog
you
in a really
little
small
canary,
cage.
For example.
I don't think I
No,
really need
thank
one
you.
right now.
Let's return to the boarding house.
But look, see this dog over here? Do you not think maybe he needs a bit more room, no? No? Maybe not. Apparently I only needed one cage. Could I have put the snake in one of the other cages? It probably would have escaped, wouldn't it, if I'd done that? Right, let's go to the map, back to the old boarding house. Now we should be able to go in there without any problems. Let me just see. Yeah, the other mask's just gone. Right, so now that I've got this one, we should be able to go in there and not worry about the gas. Ideally.
The satchel, rather heavy and...
Aha, here we go. Okay, so now we have to fix this. Surely that's... Is it as simple as that? Do we have to, like... What am I doing there? What do I need to use the blowtorch for, though? Do I need to do something with it? I don't really know what I'm doing. So I guess I've got to adjust the pressure on this to something. To what, I don't know.
Gas can escape through this nozzle. There isn't enough gas. The pressure isn't high enough.
Okay, so I need gas. So we need to increase the gas pressure before we can do anything there. So how... That doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, no, increase he said, not decrease. How do I'm clicking on it and it's not doing anything. It did something for like a second and then it just didn't work.
There isn't enough gas. The pressure isn't high
What am I
enough.
going to do? Just burn it. Burn it all! I see, that connects to there and then what, I blow up the gas? I don't get it myself. Oh, there's
Gas
another...
can escape through this nozzle.
There's another nozzle. Oh! Wait. It goes to 0 when I do that. So wait, I can move this gauge. So I guess I can move this gauge. No. Right, let's put that back to 50. Let's think about this for a minute. So... let's think about that. Well, let's see how much pressure's on these other slots. So there's like a minimal amount of pressure on that one, 0 on that one, 0 on this one, and 0 on this one. So I guess what I want to do then... Okay. Right, so the only one that's got any pressure through it at the moment is the top one. Now how would I get that to work? Maybe if I reduce the pressure on that one first. What about there? We probably want the pressure, I guess we want it going here, maybe? We want all the pressure there? maybe if we bring that to 50, let me think. Bring that to 50. That's now 50 as well. Okay. Let me think. I don't think I want that though. I don't want any pressure to be coming this way. I want it all to go there. So now this should have pressure on it. That's 100. So now does that mean that I can... Let me think. Oh, hello. Is there not like a pilot light or something that I need to... Oh, that's right, I'm trying to weld these to make sure they don't leak, aren't I? Of course I am. He didn't get a welder's mask though, did he? Oh wait, there was this bit joining those together as well, wasn't there? Is that it, do you think?
There isn't enough gas. The pressure isn't...
Is that going to be fixed enough? I feel like that'll just go continuously. I think we're done. Let's put that back where it was. I think we're done. And then I think what we want to do is... So, does that have gas in it now? There we go, now how do I turn it on? Can I go out now? Is that it?
The satchel, rather heavy.
That's still leaking. So even though I fixed all those, how do I... How do I do that then?
Elementary.
Ah, there we go. Now the pilot light's lit.
This much talked about
And the door's shut, but I still got the bag.
And seems to contain metal dishes.
I still got the satchel.
I told that I wouldn't look inside, but I've little need to. It's quite obvious that it's full of silverware.
Right, he's nicked a load of silverware. And is that it? Is there anything else in here now that we don't have to worry about?
Gas in here. Looking at the state of this cat, it won't survive much
Oh,
longer
poor
if it
cat!
stays
Look,
here.
look at that poor cat. What's he doing there?
Someone left here in a hurry.
Presumably because of the gas leak.
Let's go to the wasp's nest.
Yeah, let's do that. Get down this ladder. Get this cat out of here. The cat doesn't need to be in here. Let's save again. I'm saving regularly in these games because the last like couple of ones we've played, there's been like a crash. Like at some point while we're playing, so I'm not taking the chance that it's going to do that again. Anyway, let's go to the pub. Let's all go to the pub. Maintain your distance. Right. So this guy will be wanting his bag.
There's no way of returning this fortune to that lout Bluto. I will give him the satchel, but with
Got to put other stuff in it.
Something with the same weight.
Oh wait, I have an idea. All this shit here, look.
Full of crockery, the satchel makes the same noise and weighs about the same as if it were filled with silverware.
Yeah, all that crap that we picked up. Because of course we can't just give him the stolen stuff. Obviously.
Pass the sack to me. Did you look in?
Nope.
I give you my word, but it won't belong to you until you tell me where Squibby is.
Fine.
Where's Squibby
Poor
about?
idiot was taken by the peelers the other day. I don't know why some chap started to screech about it. He was the Whitechapel killer, but he ended up followed by an hysterical
Who's the
mob.
Whitechapel killer?
In a
Do you know what? I need
flash,
to
the
move my
bobbies had him
camera, I
rounded
think.
up and locked down.
Do you mean that
Because I feel like I'm going off the edge.
Might not.
I'm going over the
But
edge!
if you or the
That
dog
happened a long
talk to
time
him,
ago, it's fine.
tell him that about the kayak business. I'll
The
forget
kayak
those
business?
rats on the yank. He'll know. Now,
It's all about sea
end of the
kayaking
bag.
now
I say,
in
that's all a little bit wishy-washy. I'm not sure it's
in
worth
London.
the satchel.
Hey, don't shake it like that, moron. If you
Don't
don't,
shake
wanna
it like that,
end up in the
moron.
bag, get busy with the
just some
pipe.
silverware.
Got
What
it?
are you talking about?
Here, take it. That'll teach me.
I'll teach you to be a good Samaritan. Nice.
Honestly, how rude.
How
I'd best be
rude.
off now. Better to not be
Exactly.
around when he opens the satchel.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right, mate. You're probably right. If he opens that satchel, he's going to be looking to kill you, I'm afraid. But here, maybe. Oh, these lads are here. I was going to say, we'll bring the cat to the pet shop,
Look, it's Mr. Detective.
so you can look after the cat.
I'm undercover on a special
Hey,
mission.
look, it's
Don't blow
Mr.
my cover.
Detective.
Captain, we won't let it slip.
Now, what are you doing in this area at such an hour? You're far from home, aren't you?
We've come to give Pounce a hand.
Pounce?
About his cat, you know.
Who's- what?
Downstairs round is a nasty old lady Big Danny lives.
Big
She
Danny.
threatens to kill Pounce's cat because she's allergic. Or so
She's a
she
what?
says. And it makes it cough and vomit just by seeing one.
Allergic.
Oh, that's it. She stoned Pounce and his cat
She
yesterday,
stoned somebody and
the
their
poor
cat.
thing took off and hasn't been seen
fuck?
again. We've been looking for it.
This
but
sounds like a
nothing.
horrible person. Is this your cat?
Does that cat there belong to Pounce?
Is that him?
Bert! That's my Bertie!
Be careful,
Yes!
he is injured.
We've reunited the
Let's take
cat
him to
with
the
his
pet
with his
shop. We
pal.
might be able to take care of him.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Let's go to the pet
Oh,
shop,
at least
children.
we've dealt with the shop. Let's go to a pet shop, children. Here, that sounds like a horrible thing. Charlie says.
If you all go in at once, you'll scare the animals. Pounce, come with me. Everyone else, stay here.
Alright, so there's the wee boy with his cat.
What can I do for you?
That's atrocious.
I have come to
There's your
return
mask back, mate.
Ah, thank you. If you need something else, do not hesitate.
Oh, but yeah, if you want to loan me all sorts of things, I could.
May I present young Pounce and his cat, Bert? Poor Bert.
I think their names are. I think their names are the wrong way round.
Cobblestone at him.
Big Danny, Danny the Jaw, the Terror. of
Danny the
Highlands.
Jaw. Oh no, the Terror of the Highlands. Here, wait a minute. What's this accent going to be like?
You know this lady?
Lady is not the appropriate word. Fury, more likely.
Fair enough.
Danny is a night worker. Before that, she performed in a circus where she fought against men for a penny a round.
Penny around.
It was said that she never lost a
Wow.
fight.
Is there anything you can do for
Now that's a
Bert?
pub you'd like to go
I
to.
don't
Oh wait,
know. This cat seems to be in a sorry state.
I have a
I have
book
a
on
book on
cats,
cats
so he doesn't
over
know
there.
about cats. He's running a pet
Can
shop,
you find it while I look at its wound?
Yes.
but he doesn't know anything about the animals. Oh, I'm not sure. It's a cat. Can you see if you can find a book on cats in my shop, and then maybe I can look after a cat. Imagine running a pet shop and not knowing how to look after a cat. What's this? Valerian or Capon's tail as an irresistible attraction for all passing cats. The effect of its consumption on felines resembles in all ways the euphoric effect of alcohol on humans. We know that the simple fact of carrying an inch on one's person, an inch, will be enough to cause even the most errant of cats to stay glued to your heels.
Aha! This must be the cat book.
Is that
Abraham
is that
needs.
what he needs to know? Is that like catnip, probably? Here you go, pal. Here's your book on cats.
What can I do for you?
I brought you your book that you asked me for.
Here is the book on cats.
Thank
forgotten
you,
already?
man. I will see what I can do for this cat.
I don't know if giving him some catnip or something is going to
Goodbye.
help necessarily.
Goodbye, sir.
But, you know, okay. Fair enough. Right, where are we going now? I think I'm going to go to the police station. I think.
I can't just waltz into the police station to ask if they've got Squibby locked up.
Alright, okay.
I'll have to come up with a ploy to find out if he's actually there. Then I'll need to get the policeman
Right,
to
so
leave
how...
for just a few minutes so I can talk to the prisoner.
A diversion. Well, what about this big Danny person? Oh,
So, you little jackanapes, you want to ride on the big whirly?
what? What?
Another day, perhaps, Mum.
I thought she said she... Is this her?
As a matter of fact, I would like to know if a chap I know called Squibby happens to be in this police station, and how many policemen are inside.
Information? Yes, but time is money for me, you know.
Is it? Alright. Fair enough. Tell us
Here are a
about
few
Squibby.
guineas. So, Squibby.
I'll tell you everything that I know, my ducky. Nothing. I know nothing about whether
Alright,
Squibby
well-
is there, and I don't give a damn.
She just
The
scammed
bobbies
us.
don't whisper sweet nothings
Give us your
to
money.
me, like
I told
the
you
girls in
everything I
nice
know.
places.
It's nothing.
And now get lost before I get all worked up. Hey, if you have something to offer
This
to
must
a
be
lady,
Big Danny,
I
right?
could tell you a little bit more, maybe.
I'll be back.
She just scammed me out of my cash.
The girls from the nice houses. That monster. Ugh. Danny must have been referring to establishments like Miss Bella's that Watson told me about.
Fair enough. Yeah, Miss Bella's. So that means we should go and travel to
Fine.
here
I
then.
have to go to the brothel.
What?
I have nothing to ask.
No, he's not concerned about me. He didn't like the look of Watson, but Holmes dressed like this is perfectly fine.
Good evening, Lucy. Do you remember me?
Mr. Holmes, come in. You're strangely
Hell,
dressed.
she knew who he was
What do
immediately.
you do in the area?
My disguises are failing.
I've come to ask if any of your colleagues, or perhaps even yourself, associate with any of the policemen from the local station.
Certain girls go with police officers, it's true.
All right.
But Bella would be able to tell you more than me.
Would she? Alright, I'll speak
Very
to
well.
Bella
I'll
then.
be on my way.
Tell us about the
You are a
police.
friend of Dr. Watson?
Indeed.
A fine
Yeah.
man, you're Dr. Watson. He got me out of a damn business with
Yeah, the
one
guy
of
was
my
wanting to
clients. He gave this
well,
boy a lesson to remember.
he was
and
thinking they
he's
couldn't
since
find his
gone to
cane.
France, having snagged one of my best girls. But it's a break from all of her
Didn't want to
chatter.
lose it
You're
so he could
looking for
get
information
free
about the
services.
police, is that right? I can't help you there. The girls concerned are busy. And anyway, I don't have the time.
Alright, well that's nice.
What is bothering you so much?
A
Yeah.
client left me
Why
a
was
case
bottles?
of bottles as payment.
So he says bottles
Happens
before he
all
even
the
knows about
time.
bottles.
I'm saddled with all this stuff. He told me that these perfumes
Oh,
were the latest
perfumes.
thing, straight from Paris. Well, I'd barely smelled the first one when I nearly
Oh,
fainted.
lovely.
There might be some good ones in there, but I'd have to find out if it's really perfume.
Oh, yeah,
so
it
that
could be
won't
something,
burn
yeah,
the
you're
skin
right.
off my pretty girls.
Exactly.
Madam, I will undertake to tell you exactly which of these products are perfumes if you agree to entrust them to me for a little while. In exchange, I would like to know more about Squibby.
Squibby?
Yes, I know him. We've
Oh, there we go.
struck a deal, Mr. Holmes. I'll give you these bottles.
And if I find out whether they're poison or not...
I will need a book to help me identify Miss Bella's perfume. I believe the bookshop on Glenworth Street, not far from Baker Street, has just reopened. Let's go and take a look.
Oh, is that what's his name's bookshop? The
I will
guy
need a
who
book
started
to
doing
help
all
me
sorts of...
identify Miss Bella's perfume.
Yeah, I know. Oh, okay, Barnes Bookstore, there we go. Now, Barnes started doing some weird rituals and stuff. But here he is, look. Here's Barnes. He started doing some really weird rituals that we need to be wary of. I'm going to save the game. I doubt we're going to learn anything more about his ritualistic stuff that he was doing, but best to be careful, I think. Don't close the game down, that would be shit. Hey,
Hello, sir.
Barnes!
Hello, are you the new bookseller in the neighbourhood?
He looks like
Yes.
this.
My name is Barnes.
He's the same
You're one of
guy!
my first visitors. Welcome. What are you looking for?
So I guess this game kind of took a kind of diversion from the other games that he was in, where he started doing weird rituals using the Necronomicon and stuff.
I'm looking for work that can help me identify perfumes.
He did.
A book that deals with vegetation and its possible uses.
It's
in
exactly
domain,
the same
for
store
example.
otherwise.
I would recommend the Encyclopedia Spartaca about vegetation.
Okay.
It consists of a reference on the matter. This book is the most complete that there is.
Most complete there is.
Fine, I will take it.
But it's just that, I have no idea where it is.
Right.
Would you believe that my predecessor classified works by their acquisition
Well, that's
date?
atrocious. Why couldn't you
Nowadays,
just
we
put
have
them in by
automatic
bloody title or by
classification.
author?
However, I
You
am
know.
getting down to the task. You aren't looking for anything concerning the history of the scripts. I'm fascinated by the subject, and I
You know what?
already have numerous books on the topic.
Alright.
It is no doubt very interesting.
But it's not what I'm
I
wanting.
need this book Spartaca without further delay.
Spartacus.
Fine, fine. I will try to find the acquisition date of this encyclopedia. Mr.
Holmes. Sherlock Holmes.
Ah, fantastic.
Ah,
You are
fantastic.
the man for the job. Perhaps you could
Alright,
try
so
to
now
find
I've
me
got to
some
do his
dates.
job for him.
That will buy you some time.
Right.
There are some dates missing?
Let's see.
Yes. I forgot to mention that detail.
What about the dates now?
The dates were written on cardstock attached to the columns, and there was one date per section. As one goes along, you will see there is no specific order, and certain are missing.
Right.
I remade the labels, but I don't know where to put them. They're there on the counter.
Are there any other details to know?
The proprietor inscribed a date,
A date every 2
since
years.
his arrival in 1864. Up until now, that is 1888.
Okay.
He left a note
I
regarding
don't think
his
you had to
method of
tell
shelving.
Sherlock Holmes what year
I
it
didn't
is.
understand a word. I do believe
Oh, I've
in
been
fact that
asleep
he was a
for
bit mad.
forever. Alright, well, I'll see if I can work it out for you then,
Well,
pal.
I will see.
Right, so all the numbers placed in the same column must have different ending numbers. For example, 1886 and 1866 together would create an inconceivable disaster. The dates whose numbers added together will produce the same sum cannot be put on the same column if they indicate the same sense. Number of dates by column, 454. How does that help me? Oh, there's all the numbers. Right, so wait, what am I supposed to be doing here? Can I read that again? All the numbers placed in the same column must have different ending numbers. Oh, wait a minute. So, okay, alright, I see. So, I see. So, it could be 1870. Or 1882. I think it's 1870. I think. It seems to kind of... I think. I don't know. Is that 2 missing from this one, or... yeah. Does that work? Does that work? I think that's right. So what have we got here? 1972. So does it go up by 6? Or down by 6? In which case... no, because we don't have... oh wait, we're going... well, we're going up... yeah, no. Wait, 1872... maybe... that?
I must put all of the labels
Yeah,
back
yeah,
in their
okay.
rightful place.
I think that's got to be one pointing to the right, surely. And then... well, that...
I must put all of the labels back in their...
and then this one going to 1888. Is that right? I don't know. Let me think here. No, maybe not. What others do I have? I don't think I've done this right. What was the other one? It was that one. Right. Well, no, hang on.
I must put all of the
Maybe-
labels back.
I think we're mostly right. I just think it's this one, maybe. And that one.
There, Mr.
Oh, there we go.
Barnes, the
That's what
labels
it
are
is.
in their correct places. That should
Right, when did you get the
facilitate your
book?
Classification. Have you found my book?
Yes, what luck it was to meet you.
What
It was acquired in 1882.
great luck to meet
I will
you.
look for it. Thank you very much. I would suggest that you organize your books quickly. I am in the habit of visiting
Yeah, there's
my
no
local
blue on my
bookstore
t-shirt,
at
but
least
look.
once a week.
You are right, Mr. Holmes.
It's a blue screen, not a green screen, so yeah. Right, so we got the book. Where did he say it was? Here, I think. There we go. Plants and Spices Encyclopedia Spartica. Perfumes described in a musical metaphor as having 3 sets of notes, making the harmonious scent a chord. The notes unfold over time, with the immediate impression of the top note leading to the deeper middle notes, and the base notes gradually appearing as the final stage. Quality of a perfume is usually assessed in terms of 3 parameters. Fragrance is the most important issue, describing essentially the smell of a perfume, followed by the intensity of smell ranging from subtle scent to overwhelming odour. Also, safety of use is important, because not all the elements of a perfume could be sound for ladies' tender skin.
This encyclopedia on plants and spices is just what I need to analyse these so-called perfumes. Let's return to Baker Street.
Okay, let's do that. I know that it's just round the corner, but we're just going to go there this way anyway.
My work table.
There's your work table. Just go to it.
I need something.
I need something, he says. We know what he needs. He needs this.
Let's get to work. I must analyse these perfumes.
Right. Okay. So what do I do with this then? How do I... Resin oil, rose nectar oil, lavender, fruit oil, dog musk, resin oil, anise oil. Dog musk? Do I like dip a bit of paper in it? Okay, tested perfume, mornings of sleepless nights. So what am I supposed to do here? Just fill in those gaps?
These shapes represent the smells at my disposal. This shape represents the essence of the perfume, which I must recreate.
Right. Okay. So I guess it's got to fit the gap.
This shape represents the essence of the perfume, which I must recreate.
Right, but how do I do that? Can I smell it?
This shape represents the essence of the perfume, which I must recreate.
What do I do here with it? I don't understand. Oh wait, is it this one maybe? Lavender. Is it lavender? And then I guess... Is that it? I don't know, is that it? Maybe not. Average. Average. I don't really get what I'm trying to do here. So at the moment that would be average, average and good, right? Oh, what could I... Oh wait. Oh, it must be 2 of these.
This perfume is ghastly.
This perfume's ghastly, but the result was good. So this is a good perfume. So we're okay with that one. Now I understand how it works. Oof. Right, so now I need to find something. Swamp water. Bloody hell. Can I take that away, or is that right? Dog musk. Fruit oil, coriander oil, anise oil, resin oil, rose nectar, lavender. Dog musk, which seems like a strange thing to be creating. But okay, I guess. What else do we have here? Could be that, coriander. It sticks out just enough there. And it's going to stick out on the other side as well, so probably... I think that's too wide. Or is it? Let's try it, actually.
Excellent. Now,
alright, there we go. So that is the right one. So that's an average perfume. Called it swamp water though, not exactly not exactly what you want to buy someone for, you know, a present. Oh, here you go, I bought you some swamp water. Oh, cheers. Could be resin oil. Looks like it could be resin oil to me, possibly. Bitumen number 55. What the hell would you call your perfume that for? This is going to be, again, we're looking at, yeah, probably that. And that.
Elementary.
Elementary. What was the last one? I didn't. Right. He's getting awfully attached to that place now, you know. He's getting awfully attached to that place now. Anyway, let's go back. Whitechapel. And visit the place.
I have to go to the brothel.
I keep saying that. He's just trying to pretend that he's protesting. Do I have the perfumes? They're identified now.
So, my dear man, have you reached a verdict?
Yeah.
I have distinguished the good perfumes from the bad, but even the good ones are nothing more than
they're just kind of
scent
shit.
for adolescents.
Who cares? It'll freshen up a few of my girls. Wait, there's a perfume here called Valerian. What is it?
It's not really a perfume, technically speaking, unless you like cats. It's more of a kind of medicine.
It smells strange. I don't really
You remember?
like it. Here, I can give it to you. And I have some information.
Do you remember that person didn't like
Most
cats?
Assuredly locked up at the police station hereabouts. It would also
Pretty
seem
clearly.
that he's the one who doesn't want to come out.
Do you think somebody didn't like cats, right? She said she was
Do you know
allergic.
someone by the name of Danny?
Danny? Big Danny, Nutcracker? The one who hates cats?
That's the one, that's the one.
You're interested in that kind of bird?
No, well,
Be like
no,
dipping
not
your
really.
biscuit
It's
in a
kind of
pig's trough.
settled down. For fuck's
She's
sake.
dangerous, a real cyclone.
And she might be
So
dangerous, to be
beware.
fair.
And her appearance. She claims to adore perfumes.
And she
She'd need
adores
this whole box
perfumes.
to smell sweet.
Yeah, I
doubt
think we,
it'll
I think,
take much to make Danny cooperate.
I think,
Perhaps
I think
by
we know
offering her a
the
little
solution
gift.
to this problem
Let's go
already.
to the police station.
Let's go to the police station. Right, give me a minute. I'm going to save. I need to take a very quick break. So I'll be back in just a minute. And then we'll carry on with a bit more of this. I've noticed that whenever I do something like that, sometimes the OBS kind of audio controls freeze for a second. But I'll be back in just a couple of minutes and we'll get on with it. Right then, let's get back to it. Back to what we were doing. We needed to make a distraction, didn't we, at the police station? So, how are we going to do that? Let me think for a minute. So we need to get... Yeah, I had to turn another light on because unfortunately my my light went off. One of my lights went off while I was sitting, while I went away. And now I need to adjust the lighting because that's a pain. I need to find a way to power that more permanently. Anyway, right, we're back to the game. So now I guess we need to go to the... He said we need to go to the police station. Now, we'll go to the police station, but then we want to go out into that road, don't we, to get the... to make the distraction. Who's this guy?
Pardon me, but can you give me some information?
Doubtful.
Misery is a terrible thing.
What? That's not information, mate. Alright, how's it going? I've got a gift for you. It's this, look. Bit of perfume.
Do you remember me?
It's a lovely bit of perfume for you.
Me by telling me how many policemen are inside in exchange for this bottle of perfume?
Yeah. Perfume.
This is perfume. He's got a funny look on his face.
One sec. Oh,
Hey,
what?
I want a pretty bottle with a button so that I can spray it all
Sorry,
over.
just
Got it?
fixing something. You want it in a fancy bottle? Well, I've got a fancy bottle as it happens. How do I get a fancy bottle? Can I not? Can't combine those, no? Is there a bit of it missing? Was there more of that in his pile of crap? Maybe. This way. Any other useful stuff in your pile of rubbish? No, I'm sure I've got what I need. Why can't I? I feel like there's an item that I'm missing. I feel like I've missed a bit of this. Oh, look.
Part of a perfume atomizer.
Ah. Now we can... There we go, that's what she wants. She wants it in a bottle. With a spray. She wants to spray it on, of course. Not just tip it on her hands. There you go.
Do you remember me? Would you be kind...
There you go. Here's your perfume, alright?
There ain't much in the station. It was pretty busy, but now there's only one constable.
Only one
dearie.
constable. Alright.
There we are.
I hope
Now
you like your
Danny has been
perfume.
sprayed with valerian, a scent that's irresistible to cats. I must create a diversion in the street to make the policemen...
Need
come
lots
in.
of cats.
I need some cats. Lots of cats. To the pet shop.
Does he have lots of cats? He
I
didn't
must
seem
go to
to...
the pet shop.
I must go to the pet shop, he says. Can I move to it? Yes, I can. Okay. I need some cats. Have you got cats? Lots of cats. All the
What
cats you
I
can
do
spare.
for you?
So, how is Bert
Bert the
doing?
cat get his cat
He'll
pals to
pull
come and help me out.
But he must eat, and I have no food for him here.
Sorry,
We
I'm
will
just...
need to find him some.
And where can we get some cat food?
Light's not great, to
We
be
must
honest.
find Hardiman. He sells meat for cats. It's around this
And if I
time
do that,
he
my
passes
background's
the end of the road.
visible a bit too much.
You might
So
be in
just
luck.
have to do this. Stop
You
playing with the
will hear
lights.
him from
I'm gonna
far
turn that one
away.
off, actually.
He is always calling beep beep.
Thank you for
Beep,
everything,
beep.
Mr. Solomonovich.
Beep beep.
So, Pounds, shall we look for the cat food seller? Poor Bert has to be fed.
He's always
I
shouting
might
beep
have some
beep.
work for you and your
How
friends.
does that help me? Right. So I think...
Beep beep.
Oh, I guess it's him. Beep beep. You alright, buddy? How's it going?
Beep beep.
Good evening, sir.
How do? A little
How
kebab
do?
for the cat.
Little kebab for the cat.
These little
It's not his
rats
accent, it's
can't
terrible.
Possibly all be yours.
No, you're right.
Oh, no, none of them.
Not one of them.
Ah, children, They're our pride and joy.
I wonder what he makes his cat food out of.
Do cats really like kebabs?
They
On a
adore
Saturday
them.
night, it's the best
How
thing you
many
can give a
would
cat.
like?
I'll take the lot.
I beg your pardon, sir.
How much for
All
the
your
lot?
kebabs.
For
Every
£2,
kebab you have.
They're all yours, my lord.
It's a deal.
£2?
Listen up, my little
That's a
soldiers. You
bargain.
need to find all the cats in Whitechapel and lead them towards the police station. You'll be armed with delicious kebabs to entice them. Go, as quick as you can now.
Bring us as many cats as
If
you
my
can.
calculations are correct, the cats will be seduced by Danny's odour and will throw themselves.
Oh, this
on
is going to
her.
be fun. Can
That
we
should
watch?
Cause enough of a commotion to get the policeman to come out onto the street.
Can we go and see what... Can we go and see what's happening? Here she is. That's a few cats. It's only 6. Is that lots of cats? Is 6 cats lots of cats? That's the distraction we needed.
What's all this racket? Calm down. Come on, out.
Move along.
Cat, shut up.
Get those cats to be quiet.
Let's see what I can do about Squibby.
Squibby? Squibby? He must be in the back, right?
This must be the door that leads to the cells.
Is that a key? That looks like a... What do we do with this? Is this a lockpick, is it? Come back, Bethesda, all's forgiven. What the hell? Oh wait, do I have to go... Wait, right, do this. Right, so if I go... Oh, wait. Left. And then right. And then left again to the middle. No. What? Maybe I go this way. This way. And then that way. I feel like the... No. Maybe if I do that way, and then like all the way to the right. God, this takes forever. Here, this is like the worst thing ever. Is that as far as it goes? What? No! Okay, somehow I've opened that. I have absolutely no idea how I've managed to open that, but okay. Okay, Squibby. Are you Squibby? He looks like the barman.
Who are you?
I've come to...
And who are you?
So you're here to kill me, are you?
No?
Absolutely
What?
not. I've come on behalf
Kill
of
you?
someone you know who told me you have some explosive news about this American.
Yeah, I need to know about
In
tumble
exchange,
tea.
He has settled your bill on the kayaks.
You ain't no street person, you.
You ain't no
You're a
street
bobby
person,
trying to
you.
wind me up, aren't you?
No.
Not at all. Will you agree to talk?
So I'm just going to open
Not
a drink
chance.
quickly.
I'll give
Might
nothing
be
away for
noisy.
nothing. I don't have to follow Bluto's orders.
Just
I'm
a
in it
little
up to
bit.
my neck, and the bobbies won't agree to keep me locked
I'll
up
pour
here
it in a
for the rest
cup.
of my life.
You mean to say that you are
Oh,
here
shit.
of your own accord?
That's a bit fizzier than I intended.
Only death awaits me out there.
Oops.
I was almost lynched because I was blamed for the murder of those poor girls who were chopped up like animals.
Well, it's clearly...
The police put me here for my own
It was
safety.
clearly not him.
That's when this journalist showed up.
Journalist? Who?
A journalist?
I socked him.
Was it Arsene Lupin again?
Disrespected me down at the pub. He said I'd pay for it one day, and that day came. He said he
Oh, it'll
was
be that
gonna
guy
smear
at the
the
pub.
papers about me. With my description and my tattoos and all, I was arrested at the same time the police said they.
It looks exactly the same as the barman.
While waiting to
But it's
write
not
the
you.
article, he started the rumour. Now the streets ain't safe for me no more.
Oh, so he was Leather
I
Apron,
understand.
was he?
Listen, if I find this journalist and make him promise to not write a word about you, and if I also agree
made-up
to pay for
guy
you
that,
to get out
you know.
of London, will you tell me everything you know about Tumblety?
You sure that?
Oh no, that was the other guy. That was what's his name? Isaac's
What's the name of
friend.
this journalist?
Bulling. Tom.
Didn't we speak to Tom Bulling already?
That name sounds familiar. That wouldn't be the journalist that Watson met at
It
the
would be, I
Wasp's
think.
Nest.
Huh?
Ah, no, nothing. I was just thinking aloud.
Okay.
Well, I'll be going, Squibby.
That's
You're
it, I
right.
think.
It ain't Elfie here.
Ain't Alfie
I shall
here.
leave Pluto's treasure at the station. The police will know what to do with it.
Where did I put his treasure? Just... Can I just open the bloody door? Is that the right door? Why can I not open that door? Let me out. Okay, because I could walk through the door. Is there somewhere I can put the jewels? Like there, maybe. I mean, if I return this
I
stuff,
shall leave Pluto's treasure at the station. The
Then-
police will know what to do with it.
maybe they'll stop going after
Hey,
that guy.
What are you up to here, you?
Get
Off
out!
with you, and make it quick before I take you in.
Ah, no worries, mate. No worries.
Let's go to the Wasp's Nest.
Okay. Let's go to the wasp's nest. Oh, she's gone. What's happening?
I have nothing to ask.
Oh, okay.
Well, without money, we can't do nothing.
Can you not? Well, nothing at all.
I have nothing to ask.
Did you hear that? Without money, she can't do anything.
Pardon me, but can you give me some information?
Are you coming, dearie?
Pardon? No. You alright?
I have nothing to ask.
What about her? She looks like she's... Oh, she just left this pram here. Ah, there's nobody in it.
Pardon me, but can you give me some information?
Are you coming, dearie?
The fuck? What are you doing?
I have nothing to ask.
He's just hanging about. You alright, mate?
Pardon me, but can you give me some information?
He's not going to say the same thing, is he?
Very shameful, don't you think?
Well, it certainly seems that way, mate. If you see some of the questions people were asking me.
I have nothing to ask.
That guy looks about 14.
I have nothing to ask.
You alright? You don't look well. That guy does not look well.
Got a shilling, Gov?
Nope, not for you. I mean, maybe. Not right now. Hello.
Pardon me, but can you give me some information?
Is she
If
gonna...
you're looking for a princess lover, you found her.
What, someone who loves princesses? Is that the... Yeah, that's the wasp's nest.
No, if Pluto sees me, it could prove to be quite
Okay,
dangerous.
we can't go in there.
Let's return to Baker Street to change.
So I've got to get changed and then go in there dressed as Sherlock Holmes. Well, not dressed as Sherlock Holmes, you know what I mean. That was the guy that was sitting there, wasn't it? He's gone, though.
Some paper, ink stains.
Ink
This
stains?
must be the table where Bulling writes his copy.
Yeah. Anything else of interest? I don't want to go in there. I can help it. Anything up here before we chat to the guy?
No, if Pluto sees me, it could prove to be quite dangerous.
Why? He doesn't know it's me. I thought you were a master of disguise. Doesn't look like there's anything else to really see around here, does it? Does she know where the guy is? Let's see.
Good evening. There'll be a nice tip in it for you if you can tell me if you recently saw a journalist here.
Yes, sir.
Let's
a
see.
damn nuisance, that man. And
A nuisance and a cad.
He cursed me out something fierce for staining a book that he put down, even though it was him who was shaking so much that he soiled it with a whole lot of ale.
Right. And where's this book now?
He was reading a book?
Not a real book, a halfpenny rag.
All
He
right.
put it down on the ground.
Is it his newspaper by any chance?
It should still be there if it weren't.
An halfpenny rag. Should still be there.
Goodbye, miss.
At your
Okay.
service, me lord.
Should still be there somewhere. Where? Let me do this. And then, oh, there's something that wasn't there before. Spring-heeled Jack, the Terror of London. The history of this remarkable being has been specially compiled for this work only by one of the best authors of the day. I don't know if I believe that. It doesn't really help me with
Spring-heeled
much.
Jack, a fantastical character that terrorizes the population of London.
Yeah, kind of.
This journalist has some far from cheerful reading.
Yeah, he does. Is that what he's comparing Jack the Ripper to?
Evening. A pint
See
for
what
me and
the
have one for yourself.
barman's got to
I'm
say.
looking for a journalist.
Maybe he knows
A
where he is,
client
yeah.
of yours goes by the name of Bulling. Ring any bells?
A good client?
Haven't seen him for a day or two. He must be sleeping it off somewhere. Where to hide from the landlord when you owe some serious bread.
What paper does he work for?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I can't believe that he works at his rag, because he's always round the pub scribbling his useless papers.
He's never doing any work.
The last time I seen him, he spent a whole day at that table,
Unless those
drinking and
papers
scratching away
are
from
the
morning
articles he's
till
writing.
night. He finished by celebrating, and without the help of a rich chap, he would have fleeced me of a guinea.
Okay.
Thank you, my friend.
I'm not sure how
That's
that.
nothing.
I'm not sure how that helps me, to be honest. But it's all the information I'm going to get, so.
Let's return to Baker Street.
Oh, okay.
Tom Bulling isn't here, but the Baker Street irregulars should be able to track him down. Perhaps
Probably, yeah.
Watson has something
They're
to
always
tell me in the
capable
morning.
of tracking people down, aren't they? Back we go to
Up at
Baker
last,
Street.
Holmes. Were you
Up
able
at
to get
last,
anything from that
Holmes.
crook at the wasp's nest yesterday?
Not yet, but
No, not
I'm
really.
working on it. And yourself, Watson, what were you able to find out from your colleague about the sale of second-hand female parts?
Holmes? Well,
Not a great
actually-
deal.
Let it be, Watson. It was time.
Sorry, that was a bit loud, wasn't it?
Well, as soon as I mentioned the possible existence of a black market dealing in human parts, everyone in the hospital became very tense.
Because they're
The
selling them.
silence, therefore, tells us more than anything else at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
However, I have trouble believing that such a peculiar dealing as that involving Annie Chapman's uterus could have gone unnoticed in the medical community, if that is indeed what happened.
That's my opinion.
As straightforward
as
as
well
that.
as that of my old university colleague. He maintains that
I
any
don't know.
form of organ trafficking would be impossible, not to mention unnecessary. However, he did tell me
Yeah,
something
yeah.
rather troubling. The unexplained disappearance of several corpses from the hospital morgue. He has allowed me to investigate, provided I do so discreetly.
Right.
And here is what I found.
Was that the
Concealed
investigation? Was
in
it the
what
whole
appears to be
investigation?
a secret letterbox.
Interesting. An encoded message.
Indeed. And look, the symbol of a certain well-known Spartaca encyclopedia
That
was
we
printed on it.
got.
Perhaps it will help in deciphering the letter.
Thank
Maybe.
you, Watson. Are you going out again?
I promised a new patient, Captain Stenick, I'd go round to examine him. He lives nearby. I may be back before you've had a chance
So,
to
okay,
decipher
so-
this mysterious message.
That was handy that we happened to pick up that book then, wasn't it? Let's have a wee save, just because I feel like saving's probably a sensible idea. It usually is. Just, just because. Right. So, we got the document, the note that Watson was talking about.
Good. Let's decipher the encoded words in the message that Watson found at the London hospital.
Right, okay. Let's do it then.
Good. Let's decipher
do it
the
then.
encoded...
Do I need to actually... Okay.
Good. Let's decipher the...
Right, there we go. Ooh. Okay. Well, 2 pages from the Encyclopedia Spartaca. Does that help me at all? Is it as simple as... How does that... Right. How does this help me? I mean, I assumed that it would be the 2 pages that we found about cats and stuff. This is a very bright screen, so it's causing problems with lighting issues that we had after that light stopped working. Bloody thing. Anyway, never mind. So how does this help me? Is there any letters that are... I'm trying to see if there's any letters that are regular. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That comes back about 5 times in the document. I don't see anything else that has... I would assume that that's probably E, because it seems to come back the most commonly out of all of the letters. Now, what would be the next letter that would be kind of relatively common? I don't think I'm going to get anywhere with that idea. How does this work exactly? What does this say? Search an inventory for 2 documents. Yeah, did that.
The index of the Spartacus encyclopedias seems to have a connection with this letter.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Hang on a minute. If these all correspond... Oh, I see what it is. The letters are split. It's like split in half. So like that would be XIV. That would be XXIII, or 23 if you prefer. So that would be 15. 15 is N. I can't just drop on that. I have to actually put it in the thing. 23 would be W. Let's see, new. That'll be 3, which is C. It's not a difficult code here. That'll be 15. 15 is O. These are both the same, so that'll be 13 twice. M. That's 1. That's an easy one. 4. New command. 19. S. 21. That's 2, so that'll be B. So it's just literally a Roman numeral to match the letter of the alphabet that kind of matches it. This will be 10. Oh, that must be subject, surely. Woman something, 12. L. 9. I. That must be delivery. I'm assuming that's R. 18. So that must be Y, surely. 8. No. H. And then 6. Is that it?
Elementary.
That's it apparently. It's elementary. New command, subject woman delivery, Wharfdale 17. Ooh. We found a location.
My dear Watson,
potentially.
I congratulate you on your investigation. This letter seems to well and
That's a
truly
pretty
confirm the
basic
organised trafficking
code
of
considering
bodies
you're
in London.
hiding
My God.
body trafficking.
Dreadful.
Watson, we must go to the address that appears in this message. I would suggest you take your weapon.
It hasn't left my side since the beginning of this.
He's always
whole affair,
armed.
Holmes.
I'll also be putting on my workman's disguise again. One never knows.
But what about me, Holmes?
Stay as you are, Watson. At worst, you can pass as my employer.
Yeah.
Find
Okay.
Wharfdale Road on the map of London, Watson.
Understood, Holmes.
Map. London. Must be that new one up there, right? 'Cause
Yes,
that
I
wasn't
have, Holmes.
wasn't there before.
Here we are, Watson. 17 Wharfdale Road. Let's be
We're at the
careful.
point where
You
we're
think so, Holmes?
probably going to
This house seems to be abandoned.
finish just now, to be honest. This is a pretty good place to finish, actually, I think. Let's save the game. This is a pretty good place to finish for tonight. We're going to find out what's going on in this strange house next time we play this. Tomorrow it's another retro games sort of stream, so I'll probably be playing some more Suikoden. Suikoden? I never know how to pronounce that game. It doesn't matter. We've got to try and collect more of the 100 people that we've got to find. Well, I don't think we've collected any of them yet, well, apart from the party that we have. But yeah, we're going to play that tomorrow, and on Thursday we'll be back with some more Yakuza Kiwami 2, and this on Friday. So, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to be back same time tomorrow, really. And that's about all there is to it. That's all I've got to say about that. Let me close the game off. And yeah, so thank you very much for watching. I will be back tomorrow. And my eyes have disappeared because the lighting all went weird. Holes in my face. Or something. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and that will be everything from me for tonight. Good night.